Hello and welcome back to Electripetrolhead. I've got a little bit of... got to admit something. Chargers are not the same. Some chargers are good, some chargers are pretty rubbish. Now, what's prompted this is I did a video about the UK charging infrastructure, and my argument has always been, with a little bit of education and maybe 5 minutes playing around with two apps, ZapMap and a better route planner, you can navigate your way stress-free through pretty much all of England. I'm sure there's going to be situations where a certain route that you wanted to take, maybe you wanted to go on a very scenic route away from sort of towns and cities, you might struggle a little bit more. However, I've always said I've got BMW i3 in the current winter we're in, 120-ish, 120, maybe 130 mile range. I could drive anywhere in the UK and I would not be stressed about going to Land's End, John O'Groats. And to be honest, if I didn't need to make money from working, I probably would be doing that as soon as we're allowed, just to prove the point. However, what's happening is people are watching videos by non-EV drivers, and I've got no problem with them. Although I've got a little bit of an issue if they're doing it just for views and a bit of drama. However, I'm not naming any names nor sort of making any sort of accusations against anyone here. But what people do is they'll go to a certain brand of electric car charger that's been around for ages, and in the early days they were brilliant and they did sort of accelerate that initial growth in the UK. But recently they've just kind of given up on a lot of their motorway chargers. And what happens is these journalists and YouTubers and individuals and people who drive Porsche Taycans and go and publish an article in The Guardian like I covered in one of my previous videos, they'll probably go to a motorway service centre and think, oh, this is going to have the best chargers in the world, and they plug into this brand and it doesn't work. They're good on AC for something like a Zoe, and they're pretty good on CHAdeMO, but when it comes to CCS, they just have issues. And it's really frustrating because what happens is a lot of the public see these videos and go, oh no, the infrastructure is awful, it doesn't work, you go to a motorway service station, it's rubbish and it's all this sort of stuff. People watch those videos and then they find my videos and then they rant to me and tell me I'm wrong. I'm obviously biased because I am me, but I am the one doing these miles in electric cars. I'm the one using these chargers. I'm the one that gets screwed if I go and turn up to a motorway service centre with 0 miles left in the car and the charge doesn't work. I'm then calling the AA and getting a tow down the motorway, which is probably going to cost me a fortune because it's my fault. So this is why a lot of EV drivers get a bit frustrated in the comment sections and things like that, because the charging network is not a level playing field, and it should be. However, it's not, and we've got to understand that and help new owners understand that situation. This is why it really frustrates me when you hear about people buying a 100 grand Porsche and then they go and just try to charge at a Tesla supercharger. Whether they're misinterpreting it, because the problem is there's Tesla destination chargers which everyone can use, and then Tesla superchargers which are only for Teslas. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. What does matter is that people like me, and I'm a small channel, so any type of support you can give me for free, likes and subscribes, really helps sort of me spread the word. What I'm trying to do is just let people know that there is a straightforward, simple route to navigating around the UK in a non-Tesla and using brands like Instavolt and Osprey and Shell and BP Pulse, and some of these brands that are just making that investment and making sure their charges are reliable. Grabbing your phone and spending 5 minutes on ZapMap. So yeah, a little bit of a mini rant, but two sides of this story. One is the chargers are not equal. The companies need to improve that. Frustratingly, I know people who work for the brands that I'm talking about, and everyone who's an EV driver will know who I'm talking about. I'm just making sure I don't get sued or whatever. There's people who work for them that are so frustrated because they have the best locations. They have the motorway service centre locations and they should have the best chargers there. So there's that issue. And then the second issue is, if you're an EV driver or considering an EV, please just watch some of my other videos. I've got a playlist called Away From Home Charging. That lists how to use ZapMap and how to use the filters, so you only see chargers that are relevant for your car. That's really good if you just need a charge roughly where you're going to be. I used it literally this morning because I'm going to be somewhere this afternoon where I need to charge. And I had a look on there and I put in the location where I'm going to be, and I started clicking around and I found an Instavolt. Perfect. They're my favourite brand. They pay me nothing to say this. I just love them because they work. So I'll go there this afternoon. Job done, zero stress. If I was doing a longer road trip, I'd use a better route planner. It's really good. I personally prefer it on the desktop, get a nice big Google Map view and just program in my route, and I can set some preferences. Again, I've done a video on this. Between those two videos, you are covered and you're very, very unlikely to have a major issue. We will be doing these road trips again, and we will be doing them and not stressing about it. The infrastructure is good enough, just need a little bit of education. So please, watch my videos, give them all likes, give me a subscribe, because that helps me find more people to help. You know, I'm unbiased, I'm not paid by anyone, and I'm just spreading the word because EVs are better for us. They give us better health. They give us better air quality. Basically, it's better for the atmosphere. We're going to stop burning things. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please pass this video on to anyone who's, you know, maybe ranting away on Facebook about the charging network being not good enough whilst they drive their diesel car. Listen to some EV drivers. It's not perfect, but it's so usable. And that's the key point here. Thank you very much for watching. See you in another video. Bye.